Oh, you should. There it is.
Oh my God. We have been gone for a very long time. We've been gone for like 3 weeks, I think. In that time, we had the NBA Finals, we had the NBA playoffs, and
Oh,
now we are in
we had
the
the
NBA
finals.
off season. That's how it goes. You go to the finals and then you have the playoffs. Oh yeah, and the draft happened too. So which big fish do you want to take first since we're talking about basketball?
Let's just go in order of what happened.
All right, so what is that order specifically? Because I am currently running off of everything.
Playoffs,
Playoffs,
finals,
finals,
and then off season. Well, I guess
draft.
draft and then trade. Anything else that's happened.
Yes, sir. All right. So you want to go first? Because I got
You go ahead and
waffles.
start.
I have waffles.
You start.
Yes, because I'm fat.
All right. Well, the playoffs.
that was
Playoffs
great.
weren't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Mainly because there was no competition until the finals.
But
It was
everyone blames the
like
Warriors.
almost who was going to win.
The thing that pisses me off is that everyone blames the Warriors, though.
I give
Go
equal
ahead.
blame, but at the same time, I mean, I
Cavaliers.
understand some people's arguments. Like some people's argument is, LeBron didn't go to a well-oiled machine, like an already championship team. He didn't go to a already championship team. He went, to a team built it from scratch or whatever,
And he built it
or
with what?
bringing players that hadn't played together before, like that, basically. That's what
But he built it with what?
air, glue. I
Fuck
don't
you.
fucking know.
He built it with two other All Stars, you butt, and one that got a ring.
I
Like
mean,
everyone conveniently ignores that part. They're
I
like,
understand
"Well, he."
points from both sides. I can
Yeah,
understand why some people don't like the Warriors. I can understand some people don't like Cavaliers. I understand.
yeah. I
Personally,
just feel like, God,
I like basketball. I'm a Cavs fan and I'm a Wizards fan. Wizards because that's where I live at. Cavs because that's the first team I like since ever.
LeBron came back, so now he looks suspicious for anybody. He's legit. He was there. He was there before LeBron. He was there after LeBron left. Like that's when he became a fan.
Well,
So he
I
was
was a
like,
fan when LeBron was originally there.
okay, never mind. He was a fan when LeBron was there, and then after LeBron left, he
When
was
he
like,
got drafted, that's when I was a fan.
I thought when Kyrie got drafted, but
I mean, I came more of a fan when it was Kyrie,
hmm
just Kyrie there. But I was a fan. I was a fan back when LeBron got drafted.
yeah,
Because I mean, back then he was doing stuff never heard of.
yeah. It was
22
LeBron. I
years old
mean,
going to the F finals and just like it's nothing.
I'm about to turn off my camera. I'm sorry for anybody who wanted to see me just swing a mic in my face. I'm about to eat, so I don't look like a carnivore or something. So yeah, I mean it's a podcast anyway, basically. Um. So yeah, with the playoffs, very uncompetitive. Incompetitive. What the fuck am I saying? Playoffs were only interesting in the fact of can the Warriors or the Cavs be beaten? They were not beaten at
Except by
all,
each other.
except technically by each other. And if Cavaliers don't have a historic game, we're talking about 16-0 Warriors. Um, as far as the playoffs went, I'm sure no one cares at the moment, but I think all I cared about was like I was like, okay, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Because everybody was so like everybody was like, yeah, this is equal. And I think an underrated thing about the finals, since we're talking about playoffs, and nobody really cared about the swept teams anyway. The interesting about the finals was the uh the teams that the teams that were there, the Cavaliers and the Warriors. Holy shit, I can't word right now. Like Ash.exe has like crashed. Please reset. Uh, Dios mío. was I? The interesting thing was that yes, Kevin Durant was the wrinkle that ultimately decided it, but it was like, do you think the Warriors would have won without him? Because it really looked like they could have been beaten again if they didn't have Kevin Durant. I think that's an underrated aspect to it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because he fucking carried them, and so
Oh
did
yeah,
Steph.
hell yeah.
Like Steph
Fucking
did too.
30 points every damn game, near just doing crazy shit. That's what happens. Without him, the Warriors probably lose in 5. To be honest, as
How
that's
much is that?
his face.
How much of that is your Cavs fan speaking right there? You don't think the Warriors would find a way?
Not that I don't think they can find a way, but I mean, I don't think. No, I don't think enough. I don't think enough people step up to fill Durant's shoes the way he did.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
think that's
Curry
why.
has his. I think Curry has his games. I think Clay has his games. Draymond has his game. But I don't think there's enough of them all stepping up to that point where they fill in Durant's shoes that much. Now, don't get me wrong. They could take if Durant wasn't there, they could take it to 7 and pull off a win. There's no telling. I mean, we don't know. But at the same time, personally, I mean, I don't think they could.
Yeah, it really felt that way at certain times when you're watching the game. Like I would see, like you would see it when LeBron and Kyrie go on a run. Durant was the answer, which is what they were hoping Barnes would have been last year. But you know, other interesting tip is, I think it's interesting. Everyone really thinks Boston is going to be a contender this upcoming year, and to that I say 4-1. I'm sorry, I just don't have as much. Maybe it's a tiny bit biased watching fan, but I just don't see like how. For one, they traded the first pick, which would have got the Markel Fultz. They picked Jason Tatum,
Which
but
was
I just don't.
which was
Mhm.
smart.
Yeah, it was smart. And I guess if they get Blake Griffin, they're they're not a. I don't think they're a threat. I still don't think they're a threat because if you look at how the Cavaliers mauled them, unless I don't even know who they're bringing back. This is assuming they bring back like basically the same core. That core got mauled, and the only time they did good was when IT was out because it was harder for it was harder for the Cavaliers to figure out their offense because they were playing through so many different players, so they couldn't just like double team. There, I love how the Cavaliers defense was revealed to be. We just double team the superstar guy, like we literally do what every other defense does. Because remember, they were hyping up their defense. They were like, we can't show it. Like, these are secret strategies. And then their defense was still trash. But yeah, as far as Boston goes, I just don't know, like, how. I don't know. They got murdered and everybody was still happy. They were like, yeah, we got the number 1 pick, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. But yeah, other than that, the thing about the playoffs was that I think people are just mad that the Warriors are really good now is because at first it was just okay, we know who's getting out the East, but now we also know who's getting out the West. So now it's not fair anymore. And it's like, well, you weren't mad about it when it was just the East. So now it's both East and West. You can't be any more mad. Like it doesn't matter, at least to me. So yeah, finals, Durant gets his ring. And I think that like we said, it's an important thing that we know is that we don't know. There's not it doesn't seem like there would have been a strong chance for the Warriors to have won, especially with the way the Cavs have figured them out. So I think that it what like because people always are gonna say that it was the easy way out, but it's not really the easy way out. Kevin Durant just put himself in the best position to try and get a ring, and I think and he was just that perfect piece for them. So I don't know. I guess for me, I don't see it, as a weak move. This is me. It's weak in terms of I guess the only way you can see is weak is okay, yeah, he got beat by them and then he went and made them better. Sure. That part I completely understand. But to say it's an easy way to get a ring, I don't know. I mean, they just happened to like murder the Cavaliers, and everyone's like, "Well, the Warriors are so good," and it's like, also the Cavaliers' defense is trash. So, I'm sorry, I'm just like roasting his team right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, when you don't know what to do, again, I mean, if you know what to do, okay, you got 1 star. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every other team in the Eastern Conference, you at least have 1 star. So you double team that 1 star, and they're done, right? But I mean, you go up against a team with at least 4. What are you gonna do then? Can't double team. Only half of y'all can play good defense, stick that good D.
Yeah. Another thing, but yeah. So as far as playoffs and finals went, I guess it went as people expected, and that pissed people off. But it's like whatever. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just happy Durant got his ring.
Yeah, being from where we are from, I was happy for him.
St. Pleasant, man.
And I wasn't good, and I wasn't gonna be not happy for him if he won, regardless of how he won, ever won a ring. I'd have been happy for him no matter how he got it. So
yeah, we all can agree that it'd been much sweeter in OKC, but he still got his ring. So
yeah, I mean, you never know. Maybe he could be doing a similar thing to LeBron, where you let your team build through the draft and then come back a couple of years later.
And then you conveniently say that it's for your hometown. And probably I think he probably did care about his hometown, but it just seems so convenient. You know what I'm saying? Like they just happen to have Kyrie Irving and the number 1 pick to trade for Kevin Love. And then LeBron wants to come back. It's like, I don't know. I wish he would have been more like, I'm coming back for my city and I'm also coming back because the team is better. I don't know. But he still ended up he was the driving force behind them winning last year, so it's not like it really matters anyway. Yeah, because going into the merits of it is just stupid. So yeah, NBA playoffs, finals, win as people expected, and now we are in the off season. The draft happened. We didn't really. I'm not really I don't watch college at all. Not even gonna say not really. I just don't fucking watch it. I'm sorry to no one in particular. I just don't find time. But I usually root for guys when they get in. Like I was like when Kristaps got drafted, I kid you not, I told Tyler, I was like, I hope that he does really well so they feel stupid when he leaves them. Like and then he almost got traded this year. Like what the fuck? But yeah, so do you want to hop into what happened in the draft, or do you want to talk about?
I mean, I think if you're watching this, you probably know what happened in the draft already, so there's no point in us going over that. But
Not like summarizing it, but like
yeah. But we can talk about teams that did good, teams that did bad.
Everyone's giving the Bulls an F, and I'm probably the only person ever that's just like, who knows? Maybe that was the right move. But like,
I mean, that's what I mean, I don't know if it was the right move to give Jimmy Butler away for that, but I mean, because the only thing my question is, I mean, what were they in a rush to give him away for? Like, I mean, you could have waited another year to his final contract, then traded him, maybe got something better. Like, he wasn't really in a rush, and they was like, "Oh, that's the best offer we had." But I mean, was that really the best offer you could get?
I think it's sort of like they didn't want to pay him that huge extension because it was a lot of money. It was like he was probably gonna get the Supermax or whatever that just came out. That player who shall not be named yet because player was involved in wild shit today. But
I don't know who you're talking about.
I know. He was gonna get a Supermax next year, and why would they trade him as an expiring contract to a team that could just? I don't know. I don't know why a team would do that if they don't know he's gonna re-sign with them. So that's why he was traded now, because he still got money. So it's sort of like if Paul George had another year, it'd be way easier for the Pacers to trade him. Of course, that's discounting. He doesn't say, "Hey, everyone, I want to go to LA," because that's the smart thing to do. I'm just gonna ruin my trade value. But yeah. So what do you think about that?
I guess for Paul George, it's a smart and dumb move. I mean, okay, yeah, your trade value goes down, but at the same time, the only people that's gonna be interested in getting him are championship teams. So say he gets traded to a championship winning team and gets a championship. No matter what team he goes to, right? I mean, that worked out for him. Now he has a ring, plus he gets to go to LA the next year. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all teams want. You want to win a ring. So I mean, if that's what do what you got to do for the year. Figure out what to do after that. I think the only team that should be looking at Paul George be like, okay, I definitely want to get him are teams that are in the championship win mode. So that's the Rockets, the Spurs, the Warriors, the Cavaliers, Celtics, all those teams. Now, I mean, if you sign another big star, then maybe. But we'll have to see.
Do you think he's going to go to the Rockets?
I didn't think about the Rockets till today.
So did I, because I thought the Rockets were pretty much dead in the water. And then I was streaming on something else. And suddenly I see CP3 traded to the Rockets. And I saw it on a YouTube video. So I'm like, oh, this must be clickbait, whatever. And then I went to Bleacher Report and I saw that Woj dropped a bomb. And it was CP3 has agreed to a sign and trade to go to the Rockets. And I was like, holy shit. Okay. This is wild. Like, completely wild. And also kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah, because I mean, now you have two sort of ball handlers who need the ball. Now you have two definite ball handlers that need the ball in their hands to perform well. I mean, could work out, but I mean, there's also a chance it won't. So, I mean, I'm not putting all my money on the table just yet for them, but I'm still looking at them like I looked at them last year, though. Definite Western Conference Finals contenders, possible NBA championship contenders.
Nah.
Now, if the Spurs add another piece to their team, that may just go out the window for them.
So basically, this is how I look at it. First of all, we got to look at the pieces that are involved in this deal. Because
it's Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, Sam Decker, and the 2018 first round pick, top 3 protected.
And Tim Quarterman. He got traded from the Blazers to the Clippers too. So
okay.
Because so the Clippers are probably gonna do a rebuild. Interesting wrinkle here. Where does Blake Griffin go?
I honestly don't know. I mean, to be honest, if he's really tight with old boy Chris Paul like that, he could just go over to the Rockets, having a whole new Lob City, and start whatever God mode over there. But
supposedly CP3 and Doc were clashing over Austin Rivers and Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, it looks like they were determined to play with each other. That came out of nowhere. It really came out of nowhere. Because, so Houston has Williams, Beverly, Sam Decker, DeAndre Liggins, Darun Hillard, Montrezl Harrell, Will Zier, and 661K. I mean, the Warriors still don't scare me. But, yeah, now the Rockets are also trying to get PG-13 and Melo. And at that point, if they get Melo, I'm just going to laugh. Like, I'm not even going to be scared. I'm just going to be like, so who's going to be playing
defense? If they get Melo, I don't see it working at all.
Exactly, because who's playing defense?
I was like that, and then you need somebody to play off ball. None of them can play off ball. Paul George can do it at least a little bit. So
James can, Paul can a tiny bit, and Melo cannot.
That's what I'm saying. Melo can't. So that was my point.
Which is why I think it doesn't make sense for people saying like, "Oh, the Cavaliers should just swap him for Love." Like, you're not getting anything for that. If you do. But yeah, I think it's interesting. This offseason has been really fun. It's been really weird. I mean, because PG-13 is either going to go to the Lakers. Okay, first of all, if with Paul George trying to go to Lakers, I think I guess he wants to be in LA, but I'm just like, he said he wants to win. So why are you going to LA for like 2 seconds, like to just lose? Because that's another thing I don't understand. People like Kyle Lowry wants a ring, so he's got to go west. Did we just forget the Warriors exist and the Spurs? I would have said the Clippers, but they're kind of dead now. And the Rockets. It's like the West is a bloodbath. And for some reason, everybody's trying to go there. It's like, and then if you think about it, another thing, we didn't really talk about the Butler trade with Minnesota, but what's the talent in the East looking like?
It's just gotten worse. I mean, after that Butler trade, it's worse.
I'm telling you, Eastern general managers are probably worse than Western general managers. Because I was thinking about this. I'm sorry. Yes, they are. I was thinking about this in terms of, I mean, obviously they're hired and they know more basketball than we do, but in terms of just like how the moves have done and whatnot, it's just the West has way more star power, like to the point that they're gonna have to make.
Like think about the All-Star game. The West is added.
Oh
Jimmy
my god!
Away from the East now. So now we don't have Jimmy Butler. Who do we replace Jimmy Butler with?
LeBron's gonna have to play the whole game.
Him and Giannis.
Why do you always? I've been telling you it's Giannis since like day one.
I'm gonna keep calling him Giannis because he's a fucking.
I mean, it don't bother me. I'm just like, dude, what are you doing with your life? But yeah, I always felt like when we talk about parity and like NBA in the East, it's not there. Like people are like, well, the East was matching up last year, and I was like, I mean, I guess, but like I knew it was just an aberration because like the Hawks, everybody was like their regular season team, and then they got mauled by the Cavaliers. Like it was just destruction when they won the 60 games, and then they lost Al Horford. Dwight Howard got traded to the Hornets, and like no one cares.
Yeah, because this is like he's going through his Kwame Brown moment.
Well, people say the Hornets will be stronger next year now.
I mean, maybe this is good for Dwight. But
that's what we thought Atlanta was gonna be. Good for Dwight. Didn't work out. Clearly. They went. Excuse me. I am so sorry for anybody.
They got a couple bus passes for him.
They went lower in picks to get him. I mean to lose him. Like Atlanta lost that trade, basically.
Oh, definitely.
All to get rid of him. I guess they believe in Dennis Schroeder, so there's that. But
I don't even know why you do that anymore at this point.
Well, I mean, he's only like what, 24?
Yeah, I mean, he said for me personally, I guess he just hasn't shown me like any signs of getting better. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows?
But I mean, personally, that's just how I see it.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's cool. No, I understand. Oh yeah, D'Angelo got traded to the Nets, and it's been 50-50 because everyone's been split on that whole thing ever since the whole Nick Young thing went down. And I just thought it was weird because people were like, well, that messes up team chemistry. And I'm like, yeah, but you realize you're not going to be playing basketball forever. And at some point, if this dude tells you that he's cheating on his wife, you're kind of like condoning his behavior if you don't say anything. But that's a whole nother drama.
I mean, okay, I understand, why people are mad at him for saying anything. Sometimes you just gotta let things work themselves out. Like, just hope it does what it best. Like, I have one of my coworkers, they hurt their significant other is overseas in the military, right? Ooh. Since that person's been gone, other person has been sort of cheating on them. Well, that's sort of definitely cheating on them.
Wait. Oh god. Sorta cheating on him. This sorta, kinda. This is oh my god. This is why you shouldn't have cats. You get hair in your mouth. But that was funny. They kind of sorta cheating on him. But yeah, I mean, like beyond the drama with D'Lo, I just hope he does well in Brooklyn. That's all.
But yeah, my point of saying that was like I'm not gonna tell her the significant other person.
Yo, I'm dead. He was like sort of cheating. He poked her.
Because I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna advise the person to do the right thing, but I'm not gonna say anything. I don't feel like that's my place. That's not my relationship.
No, yeah, I understand that part, but it's like it just feels weird to know. Like, yeah, I'm cheating on my wife. The fuck? Apparently, like she didn't even leave him for that. She left him like because he cheated again. Like, so Nick Young's just a horrible human being. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I hope D'Lo does well in Brooklyn. I kind of want like that would be really hilarious. Brooklyn versus LA in the finals, like 2025. D'Lo hits the game-winning shot, take it away.
I saw this thing on Tumblr, and it was like, who do you think? Well, it was originally asking, do you think Karl-Anthony Towns will ever win an MVP award?
Yes.
In his career, and somebody was like, I think he'll win it now. They was like, I think this is how the MVP would go. I think he'll win it the next 2 years. Then Giannis win it, and then I think it was Karl-Anthony Towns after that. I think it might have been one other person, and then Karl-Anthony Towns. I can't remember the other person, but it was just like I'm trying to figure out where I was going with that. I don't know where I went.
I don't know either. This is about D'Angelo. Do you think Mozgov has he comes back like Super Saiyan, and he just like wrecks?
I never thought Mozgov was a serious threat ever.
Remember when he got like 29 points and 15 rebounds? Like
except for that one game. Other than that, I never thought.
Mozgov's gonna have a comeback. What if Brook Lopez like? I hope he leaves LA. I'm sorry, I'm not an LA fan, like at all. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Lakers have to be good." I'm like, no, they fucking don't. Neither does the Celtics. We never get to see these small markets like have a rise. Everybody's like, "Oh," because that's what I found really funny about this is that when the Warriors suddenly got really, really good, and then they got Kevin Durant, everybody's like, "Oh God, there's no parity in the league." It's like y'all only want the Lakers and Celtics to be good anyway. So what are you talking about? Because normally people's idea of parity is okay, the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Knicks are all doing well. The other 27 teams, I don't fucking care. Like, it's like how y'all always saying like, "Oh yeah, we need this and that," but I don't know. For me, I feel like if parity's a thing, then every team would have to be good, and I don't know if that's even possible because, like I just said, CP3 is going to be on the Rockets next year. So, and Blake Griffin supposedly is going to be on the Celtics. I don't know.
But imagine if we lost LeBron to the West.
This is a lot of terror. The ridiculousness is. Because everybody's like, he's gonna go to the Lakers. He's going to Lakers next year. Because everyone's going to Lakers next year.
I mean, I'd understand why he would go to the Lakers out of anybody for family. At this point, he's just chilling.
Yeah,
at this point, he doesn't have to try to do anything,
which is annoying. To like,
so it's like, but it's like for family reasons, he might want to go to LA because I know he has his house up there. Whatever.
I don't know. I mean, LeBron leaves. I mean, like at that point, it's like East is a gang make way, yo. But then no one will ever say, "Yeah, we beat LeBron," except Paul Pierce. Like Paul Pierce is the only one who can say he beat LeBron. Everyone thinks
like Paul Pierce hates LeBron's gut.
I don't think he does. I think people just like to pretend that he does just because they were rivals. I'm like, I don't think he does. I think he's just getting into the TV character, Who knows? I don't know. It's sort of like when Boston fans are like very certain that they can beat LeBron next year. Like everyone was very certain that the Raptors had added pieces that would beat LeBron, and then LeBron made them into mincemeat. He fucking eradicated them. Like that entire team just got murdered by LeBron and Kyrie, and like Jesus Christ. Like the playoffs really be revealing. Like, and they almost got knocked out by the Bucks. I really wanted to see the Bucks. That would have been really fun. But then what else? But yeah, and then the Celtics were like, yeah, we could beat LeBron, and then they didn't. And those games were murder, yo. 44 points, dude. Up in the second quarter, yo. That was some 2K crap. I almost was like, man, maybe I should play 2K again. It's almost realistic. Not. But yeah. What are you sniffing? What? You sniffing your tail?
But yeah, back to the draft though. Teams that I think did well in the draft. The Mavericks.
The Kings.
The Knicks.
The Nets.
76ers.
The Celtics.
I mean, there are more, but that's all I'm going to care to talk about.
Yeah.
The Kings normally have bad drafts, like every time. However, they did something smart.
I was really pissed, like at the time when they traded the pick for 2 other picks, and I was texting Tyler like, "What the f are they doing? Are they stupid? Is this stupidity like in real life right now?" But then I took a look and I was like, "Oh, okay," because someone mentioned it's like you got Malik Monk and Buddy Hield, like you can't play them both.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I was like, oh yeah, that's true. And then with the Justin Jackson guy they got, as well as Harry Giles, if you are like me and you play 2K, you always hope that everyone just goes to LA, which is ironic because I was just saying I don't want anyone to go to LA. But yeah, as far as the draft went, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a college guy, but I hope a lot of them do well. I stayed till the second round, and then their picks were going so fast that at some point I couldn't keep up anymore. Like we hit the 57 pick, I was like, I was just at 42. But yeah, I think as far as parity goes in the league, I think the problem is that there's too many like bad GMs, or at least they're just really mediocre.
The question is now, how good are the 76ers going to be?
We have to wait and see. That's why I'm not trying to like freak out yet, because as a Wizards fan, I am absolutely devastated and am currently digging my own grave slowly but surely, because I'm going to be so pissed next season because we're going to have the exact same freaking team, the exact same one, because we're not trading for Paul George. And if we do, I'm going to be mad.
The Dallas Mavericks, they did well in picking a point guard, and the point guard that they did pick, and Dennis Smith. Personally, I would like to see them get Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I know he was taken before they could get him. But I mean, at the same time, when I look back at it, Dennis would have probably been the smarter move anyway. Probably. I mean, you can always try to trade and get him later, but if he's good, at least.
Hey, Ben McLemore's gonna be a free agent, unrestricted. Oh my god. Oh my god, Wizards, please. Actually, wait, never mind. I know I said I was a Wizards fan, and I am, and I just realized it'd be really freaking stupid. I'm so done with the Blazers. They welcomed their cash considerations to the Rip City. I'm so done. They welcomed a bag of money to Portland. So stupid. I think another underrated thing about if Paul George gets traded is I don't think Indiana wants to trade him to like the Cavaliers. I think that might be why the Cavaliers can't get a deal done.
You said what?
I think the reason the Cavaliers can't get a deal done is because, and I roasted the Hawks to absolute crap for this. Why would if you're Indiana, you're trying to get better in a few years. Why would you go and help a title contender that's like in your same conference? It's just stupid to me. It's like when the Hawks traded.
Well, I mean, I guess if you know you're in a rebuilding, if you know you're trying to get in a rebuilding process.
Okay, then trade him to the West. At least trade him to the West.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I'm saying, I understand why you wouldn't, because I mean, there's not much you're gonna get from the Cavs that would really make you much difference unless you got Kevin Love. Like, there's not much you're gonna get in return, like as in the pick or anything like that. That would help you in the long run.
Maybe the Nuggets. I don't know. I heard that Wall was trying to recruit Paul to come play for us.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't trust my general manager to do it right, so I have no feelings on it.
Gets rid of Beal for some
Literally. Shit. You would trade he would.
What would you do? What if you trade Bradley? What if you traded Bradley Beal to get Paul George?
I would be very disappointed, and I would still watch, but I would be very disappointed. Like, I don't even want them to trade Otto. Like, I don't even want them to trade Otto. I don't care. I don't want Paul.
I wouldn't trade Otto either. I'll trade John Wall, Otto Porter, and Bradley.
They can keep Ian Mahinmi they can take back Ian Mahinmi, but they're not going to because Ernie signed him to that stupid contract. God. Don't be a Wizards fans, kids. Our general manager's stupid. Okay, that was a little mean. He makes very, very, very bad moves. And by very bad, I mean they're so mediocre that they slowly are bad moves. They become their incremental bad moves, and that they constantly affect the ongoing future, so that we're stuck in a hamster wheel of a team where we can't get past the freaking game 7 because our team scores 5 points, and it's the bench 5 points, and you signed like all of them, and then you had to trade one with the pick because you signed him to the stupid contract when no one else was going to sign him to that. You could have had freaking Dwayne Dedman, but no, you wanted to sign Ian Mahinmi, Ian Manonis. That kind of sounds funny. Ian Manonis to freaking huge contract. He signed 3 center players just because he freaked out because Al Horford was like, "Nah, I'm going to Boston," and Kevin Durant was like, "Y'all are trash," and that was that. But yeah, don't be a Wizards fan because general managers in the East somehow. Because I was thinking about this last night. I was like, what teams in the West are really bad like all the time? And I can't think of any. I can't think of any that have like consistently bad general management. It's usually like owners that are stupid. Because I was like, okay, Sacramento, there's one. And then after that, I was like, like I couldn't think of anything else in the West. I just know the West can be mediocre sometimes. But it's like they're still really good. Like, remember when Phoenix missed the playoffs and they had 49 wins or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Like it was like a few years where a bunch of West teams that were missing the playoffs could have, if they were in the East, which is why I'm a proponent of the 16 seed joint. I want that so bad. Please give that to me. 1 through 16, doesn't matter what your conference is, dude. Those playoffs would be so much more fun. You could have Chris Paul versus Paul George or something. I don't know, man. That just would be lit. And I think Dom2K, great YouTuber by the way. Dom2K is awesome. He did like the seeds if you had 1 through 16, but it still would have been really interesting because I think he did a video on it before, and he talked about how in 2007 LeBron wouldn't have made the finals because he would have went against Phoenix at some point before Dallas. But you would have the best teams. The only reason we got the best teams this year is because they're dominant, yeah, and they're really good, and that's not taken away from them. But like their competition was trash. Like, can you imagine if LeBron had to go through the Spurs to get to the finals or something? Like, or Golden State has to go through. I don't know. Golden State is Golden State. So yeah, this is mostly just thinking about more of a competition. Just like if we had 1 through 16, because I mean these playoffs were, they were just. We could have had Milwaukee versus Golden State, and Milwaukee actually gives Golden State problems because they're so long. Like that whole team's like average like length is like 7'1" or something. It's crazy. So yeah, pretty much all of the freaking out from Chris Paul getting traded has like worn off. I'm just waiting for the next move. Like this offseason is just gonna get wilder. And I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen next. So yeah. Other than that, parity in the NBA is at an all-time something. And I think we need smarter teams in the East because the West nearly has everything. At this point, you have to make it like 1 through 16 because someone in the West is going to win enough games where they should have made the playoffs and they're not going to because of the East. Which is why I think there needs to be just take out the conferences at least for playoffs. At least for playoffs. All-Star, keep it in, fine. But playoffs, heck yeah. Another thing, the All-Star game needs to be fixed in terms of voting just because I always hate this. It's so annoying to me. They'll be like, well, you gotta let the fans vote, but then when they retire, we're like, oh, he wasn't an all-star at all, or he was only a 3-time all-star. Like we use it as a historical like precedent, but then at the same time, we don't use it as a historical precedent. Like it's just freaking annoying to me. I'd rather just have a consistent basis. Like if this is an all-star thing, or at least have like a different version of teams. I don't know. But yeah, this is I guess Tyler's done. He's done.
Huh? No, I'm listening. I was just listening.
I mean, I don't really got much else to rant about because I just rant about how bad the Wizards are gonna be.
Okay, so on to 2K.
I guess I should
2K
add
and live now since it's in the conversation.
Live's gameplay looks not as clunky, but still clunky. Like it looks awkward. It doesn't look like 2K can at least have you deceived that it's smooth, and then you play it. Live just doesn't even try to like fake it. They're like, we are not going to be smooth at all this year. But I mean, it does look kind of smooth. It's just like it just looks kind of like everybody's got force fields or something. I don't know. I mean, I'll play the demo. Isn't a demo coming out like August or something?
Probably.
Okay. 2K, I mean, I could do a whole. We're gonna get into that. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna drop a video explaining how me, Tyler, and a missing piece that ghosts all the time are going to we're gonna try and start doing more videos and twitchy things, and yeah.
And I had an idea about a connected my career.
That would be cool. I don't know how the fuck that would work though.
Which I got this idea from Stax Montana. Him and his friends, they did basically like a fantasy draft. Made all their players 70 overalls, and then drafted the main player with the first pick, and themselves with the second pick, and then whoever they wanted with the rest, right? But yeah, I think I guess it's like you pick who you think you can build a team around. The best you can build a team around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, and then like you basically like you send the team around your player, but then you just kind of see how well your team would do around, how well of a team can you build around your player, basically.
Yeah, that would be.
Like I'm a center. Like my first pick goal would be to get Russell Westbrook or Kawhi Leonard. If I go Russell Westbrook, then I have somebody else that can if I pass that to him, I know 9 times out of 10 he's gonna put it into a form of a shot that will probably go in. If I get if I get an offensive rebound, give it to him, he can make the shot. I trust him more than anybody else on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the important thing with 2K and Live is that they actually make strides. I mean, Live just is. I just need to know that this game is actually going to come out. Live 16 was a joke. I'm sorry, it wasn't good, and like no one was going to drop 60 for it. Poor Kyrie Irving. He just happened to pick that year to be like, I'm gonna be on the cover. Ain't that weird? Like 2 years later, he's on the cover of 2K. Like 2K has a short memory.
2K doesn't care.
I know. And then like
Kobe wasn't covered twice.
Because fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about LA and Kobe and all that bullshit. I'm not gonna do it.
Just call it bullshit.
I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Anyway. Oh my God, Jeff Teague. Oh, Jeff Teague might sign with the Knicks now that Phil Jackson left. Again, oh yeah. So Phil Jackson got fired. We forgot about like the most important thing.
Phil Jackson just needs to stop coaching.
I think recalibrate, fam.
I said Phil Jackson needs to just stop coaching.
Recalibrate, fam.
How? I don't know what the fuck to do.
I just said, like, listen to yourself. You're saying he's coaching. He's the general manager, you idiot. What the fuck?
I thought it was a coach.
No. I mean, yeah, he's trying to, like, implement a system. So technically he is trying to coach. But still, you were just like, he needs to stop coaching.
Yeah, the way it sounded, it made it seem like he was a coach the whole year. That's what I thought he was a coach.
No, so apparently Doc Rivers and CP3's relationship soured because Doc wasn't trying to trade his son for Melo. And even though I don't like Melo, you do that trade. Also, everyone's probably going to overhype this trade just because they want somebody to be able to beat somebody. They want someone to beat the Houston. I mean, not the Houston, the Warriors.
This looks kind of bad.
Yeah, it looks alright.
I mean, it's okay. It's not great though. Maybe it looks better when it's fully done. But I'm less worried about this than something else.
You know. I just thought of something else too. So, Lakers fans are gonna be mad again. You know why?
You're breaking up. That's it.
Lakers fans are gonna be pissed again. You know why?
Because
CP3 got traded again, and it wasn't to the Lakers. They remember because people always are like, "Oh, you let him get traded to the Rockets, but you ain't gonna let him get traded to the Lakers. Oh, you let him get to the Clippers, but you ain't let him go to the Lakers." Yeah, the Warriors have the rest of the league shook because I did not expect Butler to end up on Minnesota. I didn't expect Brooklyn to get D'Lo. Really didn't. Okay, well, D'Lo made a little sense, and then I really didn't expect CP3 to go to Houston. I love how people are just like stealing. Like, there's certain Twitters out here that are just stealing like what other reporters say and then just repost it. That's pretty fun. That's pretty funny. That's crazy though. Yeah, seriously, free agency is in like 3 days.
For real.
And then people were, it's funny because I just thought it was, people were like, well, what about DeAndre Jordan? Well, DeAndre, I'm sure Dallas fans are very happy for you. You and if Blake Griffin comes back, because JJ Redick is gone. He's got to be gone. JJ Redick is like, I'm not doing this ish no more. No more, no more, no. It's funny because this was like the last year for the Clippers. This is hilarious though. Where do you think Rudy Gay ends up?
The Wizards.
I hate you. I hate everything you are. What the
like immediate reaction, no time wasted on that.
No. 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 Hell no. Never. In a million years.
Him and Monte Ellis.
I hate you so much right now. You piece of shit. You asshole. What the fuck? The NBA really passing around Lou Will like a side chick. I'm done. What? I mean, DeAndre Jordan shouldn't have fell for it. He should have just went to Dallas. I wonder where LaMarcus Aldridge is going to get traded.
Yeah.
Because shit. All right, I think we've talked enough. We pretty much just rambled about the NBA for like 30-something minutes, I think.
I don't know if this looks good or bad.
He's worried about his shoe right now. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I will be dropping a video at some point today, and we'll probably look way better. So yeah, I'll drop. So yeah, I'm probably gonna drop a video.
I was like, you said it and then didn't say anything else.
Because I started looking at Twitter again. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try and drop a video of what me, Ty Elijah, and my other plans for YouTube things are. Thanks for watching. If you do choose so to watch me ramble about basketball, as well as my friend Tyler. So with that said, well, this guy says goodbye.